Okay, working. Okay, if I've done everything right, we should be live now. There is about a 30-second delay from what I've been figuring out here. Yes, I am live. Hello, everyone. Well, what we're going to start talking about here is I'm going to do a kind of a post-show. I think what I'm going to do with these streams is kind of do a post-show when I do a big review. I think Masquerade Full Armor Gundam Verka qualifies as a big review. So, video is getting a little choppy, isn't it? Oh well. I'm still working on the details on this stream. If I've done everything right, it should be live now. There is about a 30-second. So, news. First, we're going to go from news that just came out. Wrote some down, so notes so I wouldn't forget. First things first, I didn't mention it during my last stream. The orange logo you see with my Gelgoog and the Jabman025, I would love to create I would love to create, take credit for that, excuse me, but I'm not nowhere near that cool. That was created by a fan on Twitter. I had mentioned that I really like some of the intros that other Gunpla videos had been using, Zaku Aurelius and whatnot. And he said, well, I can't exactly make you a new intro, but I can make you a really cool header. And he gave me this. His Twitter handle is Corn Wizard. Yes, Corn Wizard. And he created that orange background with the Guggen, the Jabman025. I thought it was amazing. I loved it. So when I started to do the streaming, it was like, that's the perfect thing for my streaming logo. So thank you to the Corn Wizard. Bow down to your vegetable magic powers. All praise Corn Wizard. All praise Corn Wizard. Now, what did we learn? First, we kind of learned this a couple weeks ago. A little more than a couple weeks. Anyway, the Master Grade Heavy Arms Custom from Endless Waltz. We're finally getting it. They're 2 away from filling out the whole group. Heavy Arms is most certainly coming in October. It will be P Bandai. Let me hear the boos. Let me hear him. Oh, I can hear him. There's a 30-second delay, but I can still hear him. That's how great this is. Anyway, Heavy Arms Custom is coming along in October. Yes, I'll be getting it. I would like to point out that Henry and a few other people mentioned on these P Bandais. If you want one, buy it. Don't wait to buy it, even if you don't want to build it for a month, 2 months, 6 months. I have 2 P Bandai kits on the other side of that wall, which I can't tell you about. Well, I could, but I'm not going to because I'm evil like that. They're right behind me in that wall. And, see, there's the boost. Right behind me on that wall. I'm not sure when I'm going to build them, but I bought them when they came out because if you're going to get these kits, you need to get them when they come out. There is such a delay on these things, or there's such a price gouge on the delay on these things. When you first come out, they're expensive, and that sucks. Hi, Henry. How are you? You like the shirt? Anyway. You completely threw me off there. But yeah, anyway, on the Heavy Arms, buy it when it comes out if you want it. Track it down. The price is going to suck. You're going to hate paying it. You're still going to buy it. But you're going to hate it more if you let it roll on another, 2 or 3 weeks, or 2 or 3 months, or 2 or 3 years. You won't even find it. But yes, I will be tracking down the Heavy Arms because, and I'm sure the Sandrock is coming probably not till next year at around the same time, I'm going to guess. And yes, that'll be P Bandai. And yes, there won't be a whole lot of change in that price. I mean, in that kit. When on the new P Bandai, it's going to have the cloak, and that's about it. What else do we got? The Bawu, the next RE100 cut. 100 kit is going to be the Bawu. Weird kit. It's kind of a Victory-esque 2-part fly together funky weird kit. I might get it. I always thought it was just out there weird kitten, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I might get that one. We have the Barbados Lupus, a new 1/100 Barbados from the second season will be coming out in November. He's going to come out, and he's going to come with that giant cricket bat, which I love. Cricket bat is going to be pretty damn cool. I'm probably going to buy that. The proportions look a lot better on this kit. I don't know why. I always thought the head's a little too small on the original Barbados. The shoulders aren't quite right. It looks a little too slender and a little too thick, and it didn't look perfect. On screenshots I've seen of this new kit, it looks much better. We'll see what it comes of it, but it looks really, really cool. And last but not least, of course, we told it was coming. We finally got some pictures of it. The Masquerade Psycho Zaku is coming out. It's the December kit. It's going to be just short of 10,000 yen. Let that sink in for a minute. The pictures I've seen of it looks like a new Zaku. They haven't reused anything. They're using those vinyl sleeves for the head and for the elbows and for the knees and ankles and so on and so forth, like they do with full armor. And they've got the mother of all backpacks on it, guys. It's got to be at least a foot long. I think they used one of the thrusters from the full armor perfect grade unicorn. It looks absurd. But yeah, it's just lots and lots and lots of junk on that backpack. I don't know where on God's green earth I'm going to put it, because it's probably going to be about over a foot long when it's all put together. And you're going to pay for all that stuff. But yeah, it is going to be pretty big, pretty pricey. So have fun with that. I'm going to buy it, yes, because it's me. It's December Masquerade. But yeah, it's going to be pricey. It's going to be ugly. It's going to hurt our wallets. But that thing's going to be ridiculous. I mean, it's going to be this. I think what the closest thing I can think to, it's going to be like the Meteor unit I got back there. It's so friggin' huge. Yeah, 10,000. Holy crap. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be just under 10,000, but after you pay taxes or shipping, rather, yeah, it's gonna be well over 10,000. It's gonna suck. This kit's gonna be in a monster box. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we're gonna see a the O style box. It almost looks like a perfect grade. There's gonna be so much stuff in this kit. Otherwise, it's gonna be like a full armor unicorn box, just deep, and you look into it at the bottomless pit. And I didn't even think about the decals yet. That's gonna be a Verka kit. My God. Fast forward to January of this year when I'm building this thing. I'm going to be, sitting in a corner twitching when doing these decals. So many decals. So many. Anyway. But yeah, I'm going to get the Psycho Zaku. Look forward to that review. Yeah, it's a good idea to start saving now. But again, what I'm going to be doing these live streams for, I'll talk a little bit about news when I do one, of course, because I'm sure there's always going to be something. But every time I do a big review, I might do one. So maybe I'll do 2 or 3 a year. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I mainly want to do this one, A, because I just did a big kit, and B, during the last review I did, or the last live stream, pardon me, I had a whole lot of people say, I really wanted to, man, I look creepy doing that live Twitch. Anyway, I had a whole lot of people saying, man, I really wish I could have been there. I really wish I could have seen that. It would have been really cool to see a live stream from you. Because I really didn't give any advance warning. I just decided, okay, let's do a live stream. And then people who happened to be passing by showed up. But this time I've given about a week warning. So, full armor unicorn. I talked about it a bunch in the review. I mean, full armor unicorn, excuse me. Full armor Gundam. I talked about it a bunch in the review. I really enjoyed the kit. I get a lot of people saying, well, the frame wasn't all that interesting. Well, yeah, no, it wasn't. But when you get if you look at the full armor unicorn, or the standard unicorn, the frame really wasn't much to write home about outside of the clear parts. But yeah, all sorts of interesting things going on in that kit. I really like new stuff. The sleeves, the vinyl sleeves, I thought were really cool. Way back in the day, way back on the old 1.0 Gelgoos and such, they had those like rubber parts you put in between on This guy here is kind of dusty. Anyway, he's still got some rubber parts, you know, in between the knees and in between the arms and such. It's got little pieces there, here and there. And I always thought that was kind of cool. And the sleeves add a little bit more originality to it. Just because of the way it crumples and the way things detail out, your full armor is not going to look like my full armor. And his full armor is not going to look like my full armor or yours. It's just so much variety. I mean, I like those things. The hands were new. We got 2.0 interchangeable hands. The hands have a little bit of free motion, have a little bit of extra stuff going on. I really like the way the hands work. I like the way the knees looked. I like the way the hips worked. Plenty of posability. The backpack was absurd. I mean, just over the top madness. Granted, not as absurd as that Psycho Zaku kit's going to be, okay? But there's all sorts of stuff with the arms and all the stuff. 2.0, on that question, 2.0 Goku does not have rubber parts on the 2.0. The 1.0 does. But yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff going on in that full armor unicorn. Or full armor unicorn. I keep calling it full armor unicorn. The full armor Gundam Verka decals were good. All the plates were good. I liked all the accessories. That double barrel beam cannon was pretty kick-ass. I really don't think I'm going to be doing the... everyone's talking about the extra weapon set and the armor hangers that they're going to be P-Bandai. I have no real interest in that. I think they look neat, but I'm not going to pay a ton of money for something I'm mildly interested in. Like when the Wings of Light came out with the Victory V2 Gundam, I was like, hey, I got to have it. I mean, it should be in the kit. I want it. I got to have it. And I paid the money for it. The shipping cost more than the damn kit did, but what you going to do? But I think the guns look nice, but nothing all that terribly exciting about it. But yeah, full armor unicorn. Got the empty box back there, which I still got to break down. I am currently working on a high grade kit. I'm going to spoil it. Why not? Because I'm evil like that. High grade Scurzum Gallus. I'm currently painting it. This is I don't know what possessed me to paint the high grade kit. I'm possibly a masochist. I don't know. The point is, I'm painting this thing. I'm doing a custom job. I'm also doing a weathering and a slight battle damage and etc. etc. I'm doing a bunch of stuff here. It's currently outside drying. I just painted it before I came in here. It's going to take a little while, and after that I'm going to be building a Masquerade. It's one I had bought actually last Christmas. Same time I bought this guy, actually. My local hobby shop had them, and yeah, I know I posted on Twitter. What am I going to do? But I'm going to be building that Masquerade next. I'm not going to spoil anything about that, guys. I'm going to keep this very, very, very quiet. This is one of those kits that a lot of people asked me to build at the time. I will tell you, it's not the High New Verka. It's another kit, which a lot of people asked me to build. I'm debating on a custom. I don't know if I'm going to just do a straight build or I want to do some big fancy custom. I didn't really plan to do a big fancy custom on this kit, but when I open up the box, the colors just kind of were ugly. I don't know if they were ugly, but they weren't pretty. I don't like that. I'm going to redo it. The colors I made are a little bit brighter, a little more pop, and I'm going to dull them up. So maybe this is all an exercise in futility. I don't know. When I do a battle damage and a weathering, I'm going to make it pretty ugly. Jason, you little devil. Anyway, we'll see what happened. We'll see what happens there. The also reason I'm doing this stream again is I saw a lot of people wanted to ask me questions, and I enjoyed answering them. Like I said, at the end of all my reviews, be sure and leave a comment. I love reading them. I'll answer all the questions I can. I like answering them live, too. You guys come up with some interesting questions, some very interesting themes, and some... Man, I gotta keep this simple. Anyway, lost my train of thought. I like answering the questions. I like answering them live. I like hearing what people will say. We'll see what kind of comments I come up with. When are you going to fight Vegeta in real life? He already sends robot dogs at me. I mean, they fly in, they land. I go out get my car to drive them to work in the morning. They're standing there staring at me. Like, go back to your master. Go transform, fly away. Go. Will I ever compete in the GWWC? I would like to. I honestly would, but I never seem to get out there. I mean, I'd love to go to a con one time. I know Henry's going up to NYCC shortly, hopefully, and I would love to go, but A, I don't know if I want to drive all the way out there. B, I don't know if I want to fly all the way out there, although I did fly to Toronto not too long ago. And C, I don't know, what you gonna do? Corn Wizard. There's the Corn Wizard. Everyone praise his vegetable powers. Hello, Corn Wizard. All bow to the Corn Wizard. All bow. All bow. Thank you for making that logo, which I use. All praise, Corn Wizard. All praise. But yeah, back on track. Full Armor Gundam. Interesting kit. I like interesting builds. The guy's built so many freaking master grades. Certain things get a little repetitious. I know I'm going to be buying the master grade. I am going to be buying obviously the master grade heavy arms, which is a very heavy rehashing. But hey, what's going to do? What are the chances of another MG being released this year? What are the chances of another MG being released this year? Slim to none. Why don't you ever airbrush? Because I like hand painting better. Sometimes spray canning is easier. I go outside and do that. Hey Jab, why don't you? FM Gaming, I'm going to try and do this. FM Gaming, hey Jab, where do you store your kits that aren't on display? It's not very complicated. I have a couple of storage bins, there's plastic tubs. They're underneath my bed. I always keep the manual, any extra parts and manuals, and if I'm not displaying the kit, I will put him in there. If it's a big, fancy, complicated kit, really over-the-top one, I'll try and keep them on display just because it's so much going on. But anytime I call a kit killer, like Freedom, or the Suzabi, or I think I've named a couple others, that's immediately a way of saying, okay, I'm taking down the old one. He's getting boxed up. He's putting away. And the new one's going up in his place. Freedom 1 was one of my all-time favorites. But when the Freedom 2 came out, it just killed that kit. It was so much better. I was like, okay, time to put him away. What's going to do? Let's get this party started, Jabman. Cool. Where's the beer? Oh, this is a family friendly. Where's the tea? Best MG hands. Detail articulation. Don't bash me. I'm going to hear it from people. 2.0 hands are still the best I've seen. 3.0 hands were nice. They're just bigger pain in the butt. They have better articulation. But I always thought 2.0 were very good. They worked fine. They looked good. They were a pain to put together, but not that bad. What's it going to do? What do I think of the MG Psychos? I talked about a little bit earlier. MG Psycho Zaku. Really cool looking, but my God, that backpack. I mean, my God, that backpack. It's going to be a foot long. Do I ever sell some of my dead kits? Not really. I mean, I don't think anyone would care for... Let me try that again. Donnie Hernandez, do I ever sell some of my dead kits? No, because if it's a custom kit, that's the only thing I think people would actually care for, or my custom kits. And I like to keep those on display because I usually put a lot of work into those. If it's a straight build, maybe I'll put it away, but who wants to build a standard straight build? I have done a couple, very few, commission jobs on smaller kits. No one's ever asked me to build a master grade before, but what you're going to do, I did a car kit a few years ago. Someone really wanted a car kit and he liked my paint jobs. But I haven't really sold much in the way of kits. It's just, like I said, I don't think anyone would really be interested in buying anything except my custom kits, and I don't want to sell those. What is my current Holy Grail kit? Says Corn Wizard. My current Holy Grail kit is the Master Grade Stargazer. I love the design. It was from a tiny little short for the You would buy a Jabman costume. There's not much to it. You just get a little taller, get hair, and get a really big bushy goatee here. That's all you need. Anyway, what was I saying? The Stargazer. I would love to see a Master Grade Stargazer. It is such a cool design, and I think we have no chance of getting it. But we'll see. What's next? What's my real grade wish list? You know what I would love to see as a real grade? It would be so awesome. I would lose my mind if they announced it. Psycho Zaku real grade. There is no chance of that happening. But if they said we're going to make a real grade Psycho Zaku with an internal frame, I would lose it. Off the page, lose it. Nuts. And I'd say, take my money. Take it. Throw it at the screen. It's not working. But it's not going to happen. I still have dreams of an RE100 Psycho Zaku. It'd be like it could stand, stand in frame next to me right here, but it ain't going to happen. What do you think the next RE100 in planning is? Psycho Zaku! No. They keep teasing images. The funny thing about the Baowu is they showed here's all these great things we would see and here's all the great things we would see, in the future RE100 line. They had a Leo in there. And I'm fairly certain that was directed at someone in particular. They had the Penelope in there. Not the Penelope, the Theta Gundam, or whatever the hell it is. That Gundam, you know what I'm talking about. The Z Gundam, there it is. Z Gundam. They had a Z Gundam in there. I have something along those lines behind me. But there's all sorts of neat stuff. There is all sorts of neat stuff they had shown off. Baowu was not one of them. I mean, all the images said, here's what we're going to do in the real grade line. And there's like, all those kits. Baowu was not there. So maybe they had that in planning a long time ago. When is the next glue together kit? I don't know. I've got a few car kits to do. I reviewed a motorcycle I did a long time ago, and nobody seemed interested in that. I've done a couple of cars where nobody really seemed all that interested in it. And again, this channel is mainly for Gunpla, and occasionally I'll throw in a different mech here and there. But we'll see. Maybe I'll put something out there. Pablo asked, hopefully RE100 so I can build an army of them. Indeed, if they do make an RE100, Leo, I will buy one. I will paint it orange and silver in my colors. And I will meet Henry on the battlefield, and he's going down! Down! Wouldn't a perfect grade RX-78G be cool? RX-79G? That would be interesting. I don't see it happening, but I would like to see a perfect grade RX-78-2 2.0 and make it like the big real grade. Give it the decals to make it look like the 1-to-1 scale gun I'm standing in Japan. I'd love that. I'm surprised that didn't happen already, quite frankly. If I said Psycho Zaku, no, I meant Psycho Gundam. Psycho Gundam. Mark 1 Psycho Gundam. I love that. Sorry if I said that wrong. PG Barbados? Doubt it. But then again, I said, we ain't getting no friggin' PG. We ain't getting no friggin' PG 00 when it was announced. So what do I know? MG Dynamis. Slim to none. Barbados Gundam Girl. Creepy. Your gold Leo will die horribly in a fireball of death. Orange and silver beats gold. Mace, please, Barbados Girl. People keep bugging me on that. Stephen Burns says, will you ever airbrush? I think I'm good. I think I'm a very good hand painter. I think I'm a very good spray painter. I do most of my stuff in hand painting. And Psycho, what am I talking about? The airbrush, every time I look at it, I go, it looks too easy. I mean, that sounds weird, but it's just spraying on, spraying off. I know you can do more stuff with it, but I just think, you get more detail and you get more things straight and better off with hand painting. Well, that reminds me of another thing. I would like to point out, if anyone has not heard, especially here in North America, and you do not have a lot of the Gundam TV series, for the first time ever, this is maybe me going into old man territory and saying, hey, kids, you get off my lawn. You don't know how hard it was to see Gundam back in the day. Finding all these crappy DVDs and blah, blah, blah. Get off my lawn. Anyway, you can now actually buy pretty much everything Gundam related on rightstuff.com. They're not paying me to say this. I brought a few over here to let you see what I'm talking about. You can get all of Turn A. All of it. This is Volume 1, Volume 2, all of Turn A. It's sub only, but it's Turn A in high quality. I've got a friend of mine off the hook because he jinxed it. Scott, you jinxed it. It's all your fault. But you're off the hook now. You can get Double Zeta. Double Zeta on Blu-ray. You could never find this. I watched this with a terrible, horrible, disgusting subtrack. This is really good. You can get Gundam X. Gundam X, this series was awesome, even if it got cut short. This is awesome. On DVD. If you don't have this, get this. Gundam Evolve. These are fun little shorts. It has two of my favorite all-time Zeta reviews, or Zeta variations. This is good. Still more. Victory, Part 1. There's a head in a helmet. Never mind. Victory Part 2 is coming out. Build Fighters Try. Build Fighters Original. This has a dub. English dub. Get this. It's fun. And Char's Counterattack on Blu-ray. I actually already have this on DVD. It's the only thing I didn't buy again. I got other series back there on DVD that I didn't rebuy on Blu-ray. But Char's Counterattack, this has an updated, better picture. It has a widescreen look. Soundtrack's remastered. Looks gorgeous. I watched this the other night. It's great. But yeah. Buy those. I want to point out to, I want to point out to people, you can buy this stuff now. For the longest time, you could not buy this stuff. But yeah, I listened to the Build Fighters dub. It is pretty bad at points, but it's still fun. Oh, I don't know when shockingly good is that. That's not shockingly good. I watched the Build Fighter dub. Most of the voices are good. The one for Ron Burrell just made me laugh. I mean, just really, really made me laugh. Yes, Vernia, they did dub Build Fighters. It was actually, someone told me it was for the Philippines. So there was a Philippine dub. But, of course, they put the dub on the Blu-ray, so you can watch the whole thing in dub. But I really enjoyed the Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try. They just started up the new Build Fighters Try. I haven't got a chance to watch the first episode. But yeah, go buy that. You gotta, yeah, we should buy to support the franchise. Thank you. We should buy to support the franchise. You young whippersnappers know back in the day, young whippersnappers, I have G-Savior. I have G-Savior on DVD back there. I'm sorry I have that, but I do have G-Savior. God! I almost forgot about that movie. That's back. Oh, God. Traumatization. If they announce a Masquerade G-Savior one day, I'll buy it just for the sheer stupidity of it. It's like when they announced the Masquerade Ball Vercop back in the day. Like, that is so stupid. I'm going to buy one. Raul's Texan voice. Dang right. Raul. It's like, hey there, I'm Ramba Raul. Oh, God. Even real Texans are going, start over, I just got here. Okay, rewind. Hey, everybody. No. Dab, please. No. I refuse to lower myself that much. I'm already wearing a strange, goofy shirt that I didn't actually wear today. I got my real shirt over there, but I was sitting there and noticing, hey, hey, if I'm going to be on live TV, I might as well wear this shirt. Just to point out, I had some guy trolling me on one of my videos saying I was obsessed with Henry. I was obsessed with beating him. I was obsessed with how much I hated his guts and how much, how evil I was for doing all this and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you do realize it's all an act, right? I'm just playing for laughs, being the bad guy villain. I'm a wrestling fan. I like being the heel. Just, bleh. And apparently he didn't quite catch that. I thought I was really being serious about all this. I was like, you know what? If he's going to say I'm obsessed with it, let's roll with the punches. Yeah, they got the new OVA out of Build Fighters Try. I haven't watched the first episode yet. I don't know does anyone know how long that series is going to be? It's an OVA, so it can't be as long as the actual series there. But we'll see. Island Wars, Island Adventures, something like that. The show's really starting to remind me of Pokemon now. If someone throws a Pokeball at a Gundam, I'm out. Although, as soon as that Saiyan pod comes out, everyone and their cousin's going to mod that thing into a... Everyone and their cousin is going to mod that into a Pokeball. So what would you recommended grade for newbie Gunpla builders? Thomas the Tiger asks, so what is your recommended grade for newbie Gunpla builders? I wouldn't mind if you started the no grade 1/100 stuff from either the current Iron Blooded Orphan kits, some of the Seed kits, some of the 00 kit. Well, the 00 never came in 1/100, but the first season did. Anyway, point is, those are really easy. 36 minutes, only one episode. Really? Huh. Anyway. Are you getting the new Bandai Figurized Dragon Ball kits? I'm getting the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Pablo944 asks. I am getting one. I'm going to be getting the Gohan one, the Super Saiyan 2, the one he turns into at the end of the Cell Saga. I was exceedingly unimpressed by the Figurized kit, the Goku one that came out a few years ago. I didn't think it was all that great. And apparently I wasn't the only one, because they came out with like 3 variations of Goku, and they just stopped. Maybe they went back to the drawing board, like, okay, we're going to try this again. They didn't bring out any real Figurized from Dragon Ball anyway. They still came out with other Figurized kits. But now they're bringing it all back. We're going all the way back with, we're doing Frieza, we're doing Vegeta, we're doing Goku, we're doing Trunks, we're doing Gohan and Cell and so on and so on. I mean, they're really, really, really bringing them out. So apparently they're pretty confident they got whatever their problems were fixed now. I'm going to get the Gohan. If the Gohan is really good, or at least better than the last one, or better than average, maybe I'll get that blue-haired, Super Saiyan Vegeta and Goku. We'll see. $86 of heavy arms could be up to $200 in the future. Bought it now. Yeah, I'm $86 when it comes out. That's about what you're going to pay, I think, before shipping, honestly. If you buy it in the first 4 to 5 months, I can go 6 months. I think it's going to come out pretty good. I mean, you're not going to get that giant of a price jump. If you wait 1 year, it's going to be very difficult to buy. And if it is, you can find it. You're going to pay through the nose to get it. Like I saw the Masquerade Ultron floating around on different websites, and I've seen like $10,000, $120 price tags before shipping. 10,000 yen, $120 American, and other things like that, and even higher in some places. And that's before shipping. And that only came out about a year ago. So, yeah, you can track it down right now easily enough, but, ugh. James Vanderwogen. Hey, Jetman, have you ever thought of getting a 1/100 AC 130 or some sort of plane to show off the scale of the Gundams? No, I've seen 1/100 scale kits. I've always wanted like little bitty 1/100 scale figures, so I could do like different dioramas and displays and such. But I can never find them. Quite honestly, I can never track them down. But yeah, that would be fun. But 1/100 plain, not all that interested. C-130, it would be big enough that you could tell. Mr. Flunk Org, so I've got an interesting question for you, Jeb. What would be your Holy Grail high grade revive kit? Huh. Well, I don't build a whole lot of high grades, so I don't know if I even have a Holy Grail kit there, but maybe if they released a Gelgoog, maybe I'd buy it just to make a Jabman Gelgoog in that 1/144 scale. Why? Because I'm just evil. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'd buy something else. I bought another web shop limited only kit the other day. I got it, and I got it mainly for. You know what? Never mind. I won't talk about that. Yes, I'm evil. I know. For DZ Maven, for God Gundam, I'd like to see a Verkage version in MG. I would too, but you know what would be really cool? There's fan art of it out there. A Nobel Gundam Verka. That would be so cool. I've seen, if you look around, there's fan art of it, or what it would look like. Granted, there's no promise we'd ever get it, but it would be so cool. I would love to see a Nobel Gundam just Masquerade period, just because it's so different. It's a female Gundam. It's not, painted pink like other female Gundams. It's a girl Gundam. That's what it is. It's Sailor Moon as a Gundam. You could repurpose the seed frame for the G Gundam. You could, but I don't think you would want to. If you watch my Freedom Gundam 2.0 review, all the time I'm building that, I'm like, man, this is such a posable kit. This has got so much posing options. This thing screams for a G Gundam kit. What is the easiest way to get rid of nubs on the kit? Tom Owens asked this. What is the easiest way to get rid of nubs? Okay. This I can answer with some help here. First off, clippers. Cut this away from the tree. Second off, and I'm going to get some flack for this, fingernail clippers. Now, I know what you're thinking before you say it. That doesn't get rid of the nubs. You're right. This just shortens the nubs. This makes your life a little bit easier. But you're still going to have a nub there. You then get a hobby file. This is just one of like several I have. Still got plastic dust on it. Yeah, I inhale this stuff. And you sand that down. You do it really carefully. If you want to be super, super perfect with it, you then get a pair of a little bit of sandpaper and clean off just that tiny little edge left. I want a new MG Dom. So do I. I want a new MG Dom. Dom. That's the one. There's that Dom floating out there. The Xeon family personal use. They each have their own personal suit. And that Dom version that was out there, I think it was for, I forget which zombie it was for, but every time I saw that, I thought, okay, that's really cool. But every time I've seen reviews of it, it's almost all stickers. So you'd have to do a lot of painting, a lot of detail work to make it look as good as they picture it. So if I ever found it at a really good price, and I know I'm not going to, I want to do a Georgia Bulldogs custom Zaku 2 from my dad one day. That would be cool. When they announced that baseball variation of the build strike, I was like, please be somewhere, someplace. There's got to be a way to make that a web shop limited only version of the real strike. Didn't happen, or the build strike, pardon me. Didn't happen, and I was just so hoping that would happen. If they did, I would have made a St. Louis Cardinals baseball build strike in a frigging heartbeat. I'm a huge Cardinals fan. Go Redbirds. And I would have loved to do that, but c'est la vie, did not happen. Although there was a web shop limited only build strike. I said too much. Sanding pad set. Yeah, sanding pad works just as well. Well, probably a little bit better than these. But still. I have 60 people watching. Hello, 60 people. Hi, I'm the chat man. I'm awesome. What are your opinions on the P Bandai MG Zaku's? Like Garmin? Yeah, I just talked about it a little. I think they look really neat. The Garma one, the Dozo one is really, really cool. Mystery Taco asked that. By the way, nice name, Taco. I feel like a Mexican food now. Anyway, I think they're really looking neat. But if you look at some of the people who bought them, they point out, hey, there's a lot of painting and detail work you need to make it look this good, and a lot of that gold stuff. You know, the gold framing, the gold pins, and a lot of that stickers. They're not good stickers either. What is the worst kit you have ever built? Worst, I'm thinking you're going a big range here, but we'll just narrow it down to Master Grade. The worst Master Grade is a running competition, and it'll change from day to day between the GP03 and the Rigazee. And the more I talk to people who have built those kits, maybe I just got the bad GP03 because a lot of people say the GP03 wasn't that bad. I think you're giving a bad rap. So maybe I just got a bad version of that kit. And the other people who I talked to who have built the Rigazees have said it's crap. So yeah, it's probably, that is the worst kit. The Rigazee, Master Grade Rigazee is a great, big, steaming pile of bullplop. Okay? I can't quite make it more direct than that. It's terrible. 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 Mystery Taco, do like your name. Pablo, enjoy the pub. Beer, if I ever come down there, the beer is on me. GP03 wasn't that bad. See, Henry even says that. Maybe I just got a bad one. Because I've heard other people say it's really not that bad of a kit. But everyone I've talked to has built the Rigazee. I said, yeah, that's crap. What video game am I playing? I am playing Overwatch. I'm kind of addicted to the game. I got Doom here, too, that I'm playing. I started No Man's Sky, which was really amazing for about 2 hours. And then it kind of got boring. The Phoenix, you would have thought of the Phoenix. The Phoenix was a bad kit, but I went into it expecting problems. I was expecting, okay, the nubs aren't going to be cleaned up because this is going to be just a straight recycle from the Unicorn. And I was like, okay, how back heavy is going to be with those shields? Turns out very, and I was right. My expectations were low on that kit, but I really liked the look of it. I liked the gold. It just looked beautiful with the blue inner frame. And it had, the electroplating. It looked gorgeous, and it was really expensive. I'm shocked that one was a regular release, not a P Bandai. But anyway. But yeah, that was a bad kit. If I could do it over again, I just wouldn't have bought it. It's just more trouble than it's worth, like I said in the review. RE100, REGZ would be nice. Agent Webbs, you need to be quiet. You need to sit down and be quiet. REG100 Rigazee does not need to happen. I don't want to go through that again. What would you suggest for a master grade builder to get a perfect grade? Honestly, I've only built one, so I'm not exactly an expert on this. When I was building the perfect grade unicorn, it's just a really big master grade. I mean, it's more detailed, don't get me wrong, and there's more stuff going on there. But the perfect grade unicorn, you're just building a really big, really detailed master grade. So it's long and it's time consuming, but if you've built enough master grades, even a few of them, it's not that big a deal. Jammin, who's your main Overwatch waifu? I'm a Mercy player. I'm the one running around keeping everyone alive while they're doing stupid stuff. I play a lot of I play Tracer. I really like her name escapes me at the moment. Diva. Mac. I'm pretty good with her. Usually when I play her, I do get play of the game. Ari Reborn's Kshatriya need to happen first. Kshatriya, I think, is a pretty much dead set. It's going to happen. I really do think it's going to happen. I don't know when, but I think it's going to happen. The Reborns, well, I'd like to see it happen. I still dream of a Masquerade of that kit. I love that kit. I absolutely love that kit. And I would love to see a Masquerade, but I just don't think we're going to get it. How long have we been talking? Almost 45 minutes. You must be getting sick of me by now. I think we'll wrap this up here shortly. Any more questions before I leave? Chitaro says, Reborn deserves MG. I agree. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't, but I think it's going to happen. Mystery Taco says, oh God, all I can think of now is Jabman and a Mercy cosplay. You are a sick man, Taco. You seriously got some issues. Honestly. Messed up. Heroes never die. There. Enjoy that. Freakazoid. The Gorilla Overwatch has been... I actually play a lot of Winston. I do like playing a lot of Winston. Is your refrigerator running? Yes, and I've already caught it. Don't you have something better to do, Henry? Favorite MG ever. I still say the best master grade I have ever built, ever, is the Mark II 2.0. I don't care whether you pick up the Titans or the regular. That kit is virtually flawless. There is nothing wrong with it. Everything worked. Everything worked well. Not a problem. Do I display all my Gundams? No. I would be living with them. I mean, they'd be everywhere. And kind of they are. But no, I don't display all of them. Some get put away. I try and keep mostly master grades out for obvious reasons. But even some of those get put away just because I don't have space. Any wishes for next year's MGs? I always have wishes for next MGs. I still think, criticize me if you like. Say I'm full of it. I don't care. I still think we'll see a Barbados next year. I think Barbados will even be the next year's December kit. And it will come with a... I think what's going to happen is it's going to be a multi-part kit. You can say, okay, you can build the Barbados. You can switch out the shoulders for different armor. It'll come with the mace, the cricket bat, and all sorts of stuff. When I started seeing all these different variations of Barbados, like, wait a minute, what if they just gave us one Master Grade Barbados with like 3 or 4 different armor sets? Now, granted, I don't think they're going to give you every armor set because they want you to buy the kit 2 or 3 times, but maybe they'll give you 2 or 3 things. Do I miss Hummer? Yeah. Although, they said his body was donated to science. And right after that, Winston showed up on Overwatch. Just saying. The hardest build. That's easy. JMTE Bach 08. What? Anyway. The hardest build of Master Grade I've ever built. Not even a question. V2 Master Grade Verka. MGV2 Verka is so damn hard. I've called it the ship in a bottle version of a Master Grade. It is difficult. It is very, very difficult. Tiny little pieces everywhere. Madness. Thomas Steigers, now I'm thinking of Jabman talking to his kids doing daily activities. No, I don't do that. I do not. I'm not that crazy. I'm mildly crazy, but I'm not that crazy. I don't talk to my kids. My alternate friend Jerry does. Hey, hi. Anyway. G Self is sexy, mate. Indeed, cowboy. I'd like to see a G. I know the story of Reconquista and G, which, by the way, you can get that on Right Stuff too. You can get that. They're already got a pre-order for the American sub, not dub, but sub of that series, Volume 1, and you can get that if you want. And that I watched the series, and it's like a shotgun blast. It's all over the place. The story has no real linear line. But the designs on the mechs are pretty damn cool. There's some really amazing mechs in there, including the G-Self. And if they made a Masquerade that, I'd be all over it. I love the design. I do have a G-Self high grade I bought off someone in particular that I still need to build one of these days. No, I do not call them kids. Would you buy an MG Bastion? Absolutely. As long as there's a bird. Do I like Zarya? Never. I tried playing her 2 or 3 times. She's so difficult. Hello, Jan Squacker. How are you? If they do make a Bastion kitten, they're not going to. If they do, it has to have a bird. Do I have change for a 5? Yes. No, you can't have it. MGG Self 1. Who knows? Okay, guys. It's been just short of an hour. You've been listening to me rambling. 68 of you. Why? I don't know. I don't think I'm that entertaining, but what you gonna do? But you can all rewatch this. I'm going to put it up on the channel. I talk a lot of stuff early in the episode. I didn't know a lot of people didn't show up till late. Yeah, I was confused by watching 15 minutes of G Reco. Trust me, I don't care what 15 minutes you drop into. You'd be like, what? Locus Klein or Mira Campbell? Is it really a choice? No, I have not played the Breaker Gundams yet. I do have a copy of Versus Extreme, which I play every now and then. Come on, GN Cracker. Come on back, GN Quacker. I haven't seen you in a while. You did some good stuff back there. I haven't seen you in a while. Come on back. We miss you. Yeah. Zigzion, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you like this stream, leave a comment. If you're watching this post live, let me know what you guys think. Mac82, I didn't see any good questions. Sorry. I will talk about the next kits. Will I be reviewing the RG Sinanju? No, I won't. At least not right now. I don't think so. I'm not a huge real grade friend. I got the better Sinanju anyway. I will see you guys later. Let me know what you guys thought of the stream. How much work do I need? Probably a lot. I've been trying to work this out. I think I'm doing a better job, I think. See you guys around. Thanks much, and have a good one.